On to the part of the Grinch. This time we're going forward and doing the rest of the objectives that are not the presents, as well as finally getting our final gadget, the Grinch Copter. Because in this area and in the mayor's area are the final blueprint pieces for the copter. We'll begin that, in which case we'll begin all of our gadgets out of this, and then we move on. We'll be moving on for good. Now, you can see what I just did was I slimed that guy and then I braved him. Slamming him will stun him, and it'll stun a bit longer than the fucker from level 2, but he will electrify us, and he then just stands there for a good while and we can easily get him. He's not a stun-locking motherfucker like the guy on level 2, luckily, but he still sucks. Also, the description for the Nitro Egg is now different. I don't know why they changed it. Like, it went from you got a Nitro Egg to your rel has now been equipped for the Nitro Egg. Like, okay. There are quite a few things to take note of in this area, so I'll be going through them, but to be safe, slime them and then attack them with your breath. Because your aim fucking sucks of it. Yeah, that can happen. If that happens, just brave at him and he'll die. He stands there for a good while, so you have enough time to take care of him. Anyway, take care of more of the presents, and as you can see, there's another blueprint right under this this hole here. Get maxed out and grab it. Okay, now it's time for us to get up top. How do we get up there, though? Did we use our, climbable octopus climber? No, because we can't use that here, except for the wall back at the start. So what do we do, then? Well, you see this thing over here? There's like a wind-activated switch. Well, our breath is windy, so we activate it by breathing into it. Now we have a platform. Now then, we could at this point go forward and just, shimmy across and everything, but doing that will hurt us. You see these green buttons here, though? They will deactivate the electricity. However, they only work with your green eggs. If you shoot the nitro eggs, it does nothing. I don't know why this game likes to do that to you, but yeah. The nitro eggs back down there, only use that to break the robot, otherwise just ignore it, it's not useful here. Sneak behind this guy and then breathe into him and you'll move on. Break all the presents, trying to grab that while breaking them, and yeah, move on forward. So far, so good. You're already figuring out how this game is going to be doing its bullshit for this area and this area only. But there is more to come. For instance, we're now in this area here, and as you can tell, there are like a bunch of holes that don't have a blueprint or anything under them except for like a button, a white button. It's deactivated though. There is a button behind that force field though, and also there's this dickhead. Again, you have to be so fucking precise of aiming. Look at that. Like, I'm trying to move without zooming in, and as you can see, it's not working out for me. Even when I'm zoomed in, when he's moving, it's a pain in the ass to get him because of the arc of the freaking shot you have. So, yeah. The fucking gooing thing sucks, but it keeps you from getting killed because the electricity still does a good amount of damage, so you kind of have to do it sometimes. Anyway, get maxed out and press the button. And now all the buttons are activated. Now we have 15 seconds to go around and press all the buttons to then deactivate the force field. That's the puzzle. That is what we have to do here. You have to do it again later on with more buttons though, so you could say it gets harder. I say it kind of gets easier. You'll see why. But first, some more assholes. Fuck's sake. Seriously, I hate how precise the game wants you to be with the fucking thing. Even though aiming sucks, and this fucking weapon we have sucks, and wastes a lot of eggs. I've had a moment where the damn thing even goes through an enemy, because I didn't hit it in the very exact spot. I was just very close to it by mist, and I hit through the model, but I didn't hit the box that the model has. It's weird. I've had that happen though, and then the enemy attacks me and I get fucked. So, yeah, as you can tell, this game is not good. It has a lot of issues. And it's kind of weird because this game is made by the same people that made the Bugs Bunny games. And I thought the Bugs Bunny PS1 games were actually decent. I thought they were well made. But this... No, this game's just not good. It's just not fucking good. I wouldn't say it's shit, but I do think it's not good. Anyway, there are 2 buttons here now. Get out your egg launcher and shoot them down. You might also notice there are a lot of these circles around here. That's gonna block our path. So do this. Shoot at them. They break. The game only does this once. You're just supposed to know to break them with the launcher. I mean, it might be a little obvious considering you have to get rid of them or else you get stuck there, but yeah, considering only do that once, and after this you never really deal with this electrical fucking line shit again to a certain point where the shit still doesn't even fucking apply. It's honestly just bad design. It's just throwing shit at you to make things harder without playing into it, or even giving you the hint that you can do that. And again, there's a lot more problems along the way. Anyway, moving on forward, we have some more presents, some more refills here, some more buttons, and a blueprint. And yeah, now it's time for us to deal with a whole lot more buttons, but at the same time, this entire bit is super damn easy. It's easier than the last bit, because the time you have, I swear to God, will end up with more time than we did in the last one. So first off, get maxed out and press the button. All the buttons now activated again, so go ahead and with your 20 seconds, rush through. Yeah, they give you more time for this, but as you'll see, we could have done this in 15 seconds instead. Legitimately. See? It would have been 3 seconds left. But, yeah, like, that was too easy. That was too easy. They gave me too much time then. Anyway, now it's time for us to just go on forward and, notice that there are some, you know, fans here that aren't moving. And also nitro eggs. And also this fucker. You see? You see, I got him in the model, but it went through him. Went through his fucking... The gap between his arm and his body. It's so dumb. And what's worse is just the fucking... Like, the distancing of the damn shot and everything. It's so hard to slime these pricks. And these guys are just running constantly. They're not running at you. They're running in a fucking circle, really. But yeah, I took care of them, and luckily, that is it for these guys, at least when it comes to them patrolling. We're not done with the electrical fuckers just yet for a different reason, honestly. And that reason is, quite honestly, much easier, but also much more annoying than this shit. Anyway, here are some more beautiful fans. Some breathable switches, I mean, which will activate these fans here. And also, I fucking pressed the wrong button, and I ended up just shooting an egg out of nowhere. Now I'm gonna have another fucking nitro to take care of this other robot, because there are 2 robots here, and they have presents. So, also, I breathed into that without actually breathing into it. Fuck yeah. So yeah, this is just the entire bit right now. We're getting a lot of presents. In fact, we are pretty much near the end of our present gathering. There aren't too many presents left, really, after this part, so yeah, we're gonna be nearly done at this point. We're pretty much be nearly done with the game, and we'll be beating it by next part, actually, which is why it's part 5. See, it's not a fucking quick play, it's 6 parts. It's longer than 5 parts. Anyway, there's some crates here. We can't jump for them, but we can climb them, somewhat. The game is very choosy about it. And also, this will push me down. And it's also going to push down even if the gas is gone. Anyway, I wish we could, you know, grab that, but the game will let me fucking grab that. See? You think that would be a grabbable thing, but no, you can't grab it. You have to get all the way up here. So, yeah, full 5. Again, the game is picky on what they allow you to grab on and what they won't allow you to grab on. It's fucking stupid. Anyway, jump across and just take your time moving around these fans here. And try not to fall with the depth perception being all fucky because your shadow isn't very noticeable. And you don't have much of a jump to work with. So, very easy to end up screwing this up. But I don't end up doing that. I nearly did there, but I didn't. But yeah, just keep going through of this until eventually ignore the shadows. The shadows are lies. Until you get over to here. And there you go. Be careful of the camera, by the way, because that camera nearly made me fall off. You can't grab onto this area either, so... fuck's sake. Anyway, more presents, and on the way here will be another pole, which we can utilize to shimmy across all the way over to electrical barriered area, as well as a door. However, the door is closed, it's locked, because this thing down here is locking it. It's not electrocuting this pole at least, but it is keeping these force fields up, and it's keeping the door locked. So, we'll have to go ahead and shut it off. And once we shut it off, we have a certain amount of time for us to reach all the way back upwards and around from the pole down to the door before it closes again. So, there we go. And start running. 50 seconds. We have enough time to get all these presents though, so there is that at least. But, yeah, otherwise, get out this, because these platforms here are assholes. You do have to actually do this to get up here. Luckily, these platforms aren't assholes, you can grab them. But, yeah. Anyway, once you're up here, grab the pole and start doing your fast pole vaulting spin to get across, because at this point the game requires you to do it for this bit. Because it's a long fucking wire. And as you'll soon see, we have enough time now to make it through before time runs out and closes the door. So, yeah. There's a present to my left there that I could have broken as well, but by the time I got here, I had no time left for that. So, yeah. And there you go. Now it's time for this bit. This is the power plant. And the power plant is keeping this blueprint hostage. How do we get unlocked? Do we break the thing? No, we have to do the puzzle here in order for our objective to be done, in which it deactivates the thing and lets the blueprint be free. So yeah, we're gonna have to go forward and get some nitro eggs, as well as, you know, take care of some shit. Also, it's now back to you got one nitro egg. It's not saying your reload is now equipped to this. How did that not hit you? Did I hit the plant? How did I hit the fucking plant? Anyway, once you get over here, you'll notice that those electrical guys are still here, but now their purpose is different. They're not patrolling. They are now standing on this metal plate here that they'll electrocute. But as soon as we get the slime thing up, they'll start jumping around. They're going to try and dodge your shot because they know that you're supposed to do this in order to stun them to get across, then breathe at them. So, and also, there is no pattern to their movement. They're just jumping wherever they fucking want, really, in certain spots. So, yeah, very fucking annoying. And you don't got that much time to get them when they stand still. So, takes a few shots maybe to get them, but otherwise, once you have them, you can move on. And now, here are some more refills, even though I've never touched these before. At this point, a lot of these refills are going to be quickly growing to 5s, so at the very least, we'll be able to refill a lot of our eggs here, because the game realizes at this point that this bullshit here fucking sucks, and it's going to make us use a lot of eggs, because we're doing a lot of climbing and a lot of this sliming bullshit. In case you're wondering, just get nitro eggs for shooting, because everything here reacts to the fucking eggs, luckily, that are required for it. So, nitro eggs will do good, and it won't waste your green eggs here, which we'll be needing for the climbing and for the sliming. For instance, there's those cameras. Get out your slime, because that door will close if we get near the camera, and get rid of them. Get rid of the one at the other end, too, because it'll close the door behind you. And as you can see, there's a button here. Get out your egg launcher and shoot up a nitro egg or normal egg, and it'll generate. The generator will make turned off. There are 4 generator buttons. We must turn all of them off. There are also buttons to turn off the electricity that are keeping the force fields on, as well as electricity on the poles and shit, because that's still a thing. There's also platforms that move around. You're gonna have to look around a bit in order to find buttons that will deactivate electricity, because they like to hide them on these walls here. So you can see there's a wall here, electrical field there. Just go ahead, see that button, and press it. Power line shut down. Now go ahead and move on forward to the next area in order to get to generator number 2. As you get over here, you'll notice that there is an electrical fucking wall here. It is on by default. It is never going to go off. There's no enemy here. But there's a way for us to turn it off, and the game never fucking hints at this being a thing. But get your slime gun and slime the walls. Now, you have a limited amount of time, so you have to rush this thing, but you got your climbers and climb up. If you're not too fast, otherwise, then the fucking thing will turn back on and you get electrocuted. Also, the balls are here, so make sure if your nitro eggs, take them out, or else they're gonna shoot you and be annoying and kill you. So yeah, this entire thing here only happens in this area. And the game could have been nice enough to let you know, hey, you can slime these walls to turn up the electrical field, but it doesn't fucking tell you that at all. You're supposed to know that. In case you're wondering, you can't do that to the floor. You would think you can, but no. The slimes do not affect the floor when it comes to those metal grates, but it affects the wall grates. Logic? Who fucking cares about logic in this game? This game wants to be a dick, that's all it wants to be. Anyway, there's a wall behind me. Go ahead and climb it, because up here will be another button for the generators. These walls do take a bit, so yeah. Oh hey, another guy here. Get your slimer, and then slime the guy and kill him with your breath. As he jumps around being an asshole. There we go. And with that, now there's another electrified line here. Look to your left behind this wall and above you, because the button you're looking for is up there. Shoot it, and there you go. Moving on forward, we'll now go ahead and get to generator number 2. Do a bit of pole vaulting. As you can see, there is another dude here, as well as a button, as well as a electrified wall. There's a lot of shit going on. Well, there you go, it's generator 2. Generator 3 is up ahead, so we're gonna have to go ahead and just, you know, get rid of this guy first. And off he goes jumping. Okay, now that's out of the way, let's get some more eggs just in case. And also, let's make sure that we get on the moving platform to get across. Yeah, I didn't have enough time for it. I'm keeping the slime on because I need to get rid of the electrical field, and then we can move on from there. Oh wait, there's an orb fucker here that just decided to show up now. Because the draw distance in this game is garbage. Destroy the nitro egg and then grab all of these green eggs to give yourself a little bit more green eggs. It gives you 25 every time, luckily, so that's nice. You'll need at least about, I don't know, 18 to get up here. There you go. And now it's time for us to get rid of this fucker, because he's in the way. Get another Grinch Copter blue piece, break all these presses, and press the button there to deactivate generator number 3. Now we have to go all the way back to the electrical wire that we turned off beforehand to turn off generator number 4. And then we're done here. That's the entire puzzle. No, I'm being serious. Like, that is the entire thing we're doing here. To turn off the generator on all the power to basically make the entirety of Whoville go lights out. Now, to be honest, I have no idea... Oh, that's a glitch too, I think. I have no idea why the fuck the Grinch is doing all of this. Why he decided to turn the cake into a firework bomb and kill some dudes in there. area back in level 2. I don't know why he sent a horde of fucking rats in to essentially, I guess, murder a dude inside of the sewers. I don't know why he is deactivating all the power in the fucking world. Just to be a dick, I guess? Also, the game is lagging. This, I think, might honestly be an issue with Duck Station. It also might exist in Mednafin, to be honest, so... yeah, not very good, but what can I do? But yeah, ultimately, this is a weird plan of his, and I don't know what he's accomplishing and why this would harm Christmas, but, anyway, press the button here, and once it's all deactivated, you get this cutscene out of it, which is, well, this.
Yeah, Grinch!
Okay, they're Grinched. They have no power now. You probably don't have any fucking power either. Also, the game spawns me right inside this door, and that was me getting out of the door, but unfortunately I hit the spot where the door would let me out, you know, the fucking hitbox there for the exit, so I was kind of stuck there. But don't worry, because I went ahead and got the box. That door is always open now. And going back inside, the blueprint is now open. So there you go. Also, all electrical fields are now turned off. So as I leave from here, by doing the same I did beforehand to get inside of here, climbing above this this door here, you will find that all electrical fields are off, except for the ones where the presents were. Those ones are still on, as well as the electrical fields that were back at the power plant area that are for the out-of-bounds area. All the out-of-bounds electrical fields are still on. But the ones that lead us back to the area that would have to press a button to turn off, those are off now. So we no longer have to ever press those buttons ever again. We can now just go on ahead and leave. Except we're not leaving yet. And the reason we're not leaving is because there is something we have to do here. In fact, we have the solution for it now. But first, let me show you about the eggs. I showed you before that the 5 present eggs do get destroyed by these nitro eggs. However, these 10 eggs, these 10 presents, the 10 presents, yeah. Let me try and get a better shot at this on the nitro egg. Yeah, it does nothing. The 10 presents do not get affected by the nitro eggs, so we do have to find some other way to get them. Also, the binoculars are now used for us to zoom in and see the solution. Yes, that is the solution for the chess pieces here. That will only show up when we get to this point in the game, when we have to get the sleigh pieces. Because yes, by doing this, we'll be able to get ourselves the sleigh piece. So, put them in the correct areas, which I did not for that one, I think. And eventually, we will be able to get ourselves another sleigh piece. Pretty basic, honestly. The positioning might be a little awkward, to be fair, but ultimately, I am doing my best here. Though, if I do push this one too far up here, though, like I just did right now, I can't push it to the right. See? I don't know why. Or it could be pushing it to the left even though I'm pushing up because the camera fucking sucks. I don't know. But anyway, I do put them in the right spots, and then this happens. And there you go. Inside of his garage is a tire. And that's a part for the sleigh. Moving on forward now, we're now going to go ahead back over to the 4th level of Who Lake, and there's a kid here. We can't slime him, but he will give us a GPS if we take care of these crows in 15 seconds, which uses up our green eggs, and is unfortunately actually kind of difficult because it requires us to take care of all 10 of these fuckers, and get more, in a few seconds, and yeah. First off, they take a while to get over here. Second off, we can only aim so far in this entire thing. And third off, the birds, when they're hit, at this fucking boxes, which means they get in the way of the other birds. So our shots get blocked. See? So yeah, this entire minigame here fucking sucks. And it makes it hard to actually take care of it. But I did take care of it in my third go.
Boy, I'm good.
And there you go. We got the GPS. And with that out of the way, it's now time for us to head on over to the mayor's fucking villa. Because it's now time for us to take care of our final objective, as well as the rest of the blueprints. There are 2 more in this entire level. There are 4 blueprints for the Grinch Copter in every level. And the last 2 for this one are inside the villa. Now, we can't use our gadgets here unless we get rid of our costume. Which luckily there are 2 change rooms here. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and use our jetpack to get up here. And then get out Max to get under this boat here, the rope. Now we have the rope, we only have to get 1 more item. And that requires us to do an objective to get the item. So, yeah. Ultimately this area has some guys here which have slingshots. And they shoot the slingshot 3 times. And once they start shooting and you get hit by one of them, you get stun locked. Yeah. This is another one of those annoying stun lock enemies that really fuck you up. It sucks. Like for instance, there's a present here I want to break. But there's this guy over there that can see me from a great distance. And now, I can just barely fucking move. See? He stun locks you and he reloads quite fast. And it does a decent amount of damage too, so it fucks you up. It really does fuck you up. And it's just a really mean enemy to go across. If you're in disguise, they won't harm you. Anyway, shoot these down and this boulder goes down. And now that the boulder is there, all I have to do is do a butt stomp to get across up to that platform there. From the other end. By the way, that boulder will always reset itself up to that plank that we destroyed. So every time we leave and come back here, we have to destroy those 2 bits of wood in order to bring the boulder down for us to get back up here. Which is annoying when we, you know, have to come back here. But we have the Grinch Copter at that point, so things are going to be a bit different from there on. But here's the blueprint piece. There you go. And now we have to go across over here and utilize our ability of jetpack to get upward and across. Don't fall in the water because that kind of acts as a death. And, yeah, be careful. That lowers. Once you're over here, go inside this cave because there's a blueprint in here, as well as a man we must talk to in order to get our next objective to get some stuff.
Hi, Green Man. For a moment I thought you was one of them blasted scouts. I'm happy you're not. I hate them so much, I would even give my hook to see them lose their darn scarves. Maybe you could do this, Green Man? Nah, I think you're too whippersnapper.
A whippersnapper? What's that?
Oh, maybe you'll understand that. I think you're a wimp.
Wimp! Nobody calls me a wimp, old man. I'll bring you the scarves, you old shrimp.
We'll see.
The Grinch just sounded like he was gonna kill some people. And I feel like he's about to, because your goal now is to essentially sink these fuckers into the water. Who kinda don't come back. So I think the Grinch is gonna just kill people now. He's just gonna break into people and kill them because his fucking, like, alpha male pride is at stake here from some fucking pirate bitch in a cave. This guy, unfortunately, we can't get to yet. However, the game kind of bugs out a bit, as you can tell, this dude. And in fact, I've actually been able to kill this fucker before he starts flying, which defeats him and brings the thing down for me to grab. but then leads to me going through the floor and dying. So yeah, be careful about that. Also, don't breathe constantly on this dude. Wait until his animation is done, because otherwise he starts moving backwards. You keep breathing on him while he's doing his animation. It's weird. This entire game is just fucking weird what it wants from you. Also, I wanted to grab here. There's no grab here. Thanks, game. Anyway, I want to be back here anyway, because now we gotta take care of this log here. Keep spinning on this until it's all the way upwards like this. Get out your egg launcher and shoot at the beehive up there, which will then get stuck on this Scoutmaster's head, I guess. I guess it's a Scoutmaster. It's just a Scout, really, an adult Scout. You get 10 seconds, press this button, and this will happen.
Hey?
And with that, we can then get this present, and also another scarf. We have 3 out of 5 now. Unfortunately, we can't get 2 of them, until we have the copter. Which we have all the blueprint pieces for now, so we can now make the copter, which requires me to get the fuck back over there, which requires me to run all the way back to the freaking exits to get back to the lab. And now it's time for, in my opinion, the worst blueprint for me to do, because it is a complete fucking mess. It has a lot of empty spots. It is honestly awkward to figure out the positioning and where everything's supposed to go. It looks like shit. Some people, they are actually fading together when they're not supposed to. And, ultimately, I fucking hate it. I actually really fucking hate it. You think the top part is right? No, it's wrong. It's actually fucking wrong. The top part is what fucked me here, because that looks like it fits up there. It doesn't. It's actually the wrong way in the middle. So, yeah. Fuck this puzzle, and fuck these blueprints. We're done with them now, finally. Here is the final cutscene for the blueprint shit.
The Grinch Copter lets the mean one fly like a bird, but it needs so many eggs, it's almost absurd. The Grinch should be clever, keep his use of it sparse, else his quest to halt Christmas will become an egg farce. Altitude and weather affect the copter's ride. Who knew there was science in ending Yuletide?
And we now have the Grinch Copter, which does basically drain on our eggs. And I'm going to show that right now as we go back to Who Lake, because at the very beginning, there were a whole bunch of presents that were hovering around the air. We can use this for it. It goes down I think it actually goes down faster than the climber, actually. So, yeah, it drains this shit fast, which is why we're kind of going to need that max of 200, because otherwise it's a pain in the ass. Moving around this thing is also a pain in the ass. It's essentially driving a car in a way. Momentum is a real bitch here. Because we try to, if you go too fast, then going back is a real fucking nightmare. And so is going left and right. We can destroy these presents with the blades, or by just landing on top of them and doing a butt bounce. So, either one is fine. But, ultimately, you really do want to just try your best to get them with the blade. But, if you want to, you can butt bounce these. So there you go. Jump cut back over to the mayor's villa, because now it's time for me to get out the fucking thing and start finding some more presents up here as well. There are no presents in the, the scouts area, because we can't use any gadgets there anyway, so we already got what we had to get there. But here, oh, there's a lot of presents out here. In fact, there is going to be a scout up here on this platform. To take care of him, we need to breathe into him and then switch to our egg launcher. Then we must use the egg launcher a few times to knock him down onto an opening on the fucking corner up that hill there, like the right corner there. However, we have to first breathe into him when he is close enough to this gap for us to then, easily take him out. It doesn't go on forever, so we kind of have to be quick about it, which, yeah. There you go. Now start shooting at him. There you go. And that's the scarf. One more scarf left for us to get, and then we're done. But first off, there are more presents to get here. So get out your freaking copter, start flying around, and break some more shit. In case you're wondering, the last guy is the guy that was flying around. He has his own little propeller helmet or whatever, so we're gonna have to chase after him in our copter. It's the only objective where we actually need the copter, in fact. The copter is only useful for us getting all these presents, really. When it comes to doing objectives, it's not that useful. It's just for us getting this one thing here. Well, these two scarves here, really. But yeah, it's actually more useless than the fucking mobile when it comes to necessary need for the fucking game. When it comes to main objectives. Also a stand in the air. But when it comes to 100% of the game, it is super needed. Like, if you don't have this at this point, you're kind of fucked. So, yeah. There you go. You've lost a man, Captain. And also we fall down. So, yeah, we teleport right there, and I think what's supposed to happen is you're already flying up the copters, so you'll land on the thing. But, if you're not in the copter, you go for the ground. Anyway, now all the scarves go back over there, and we can get ourselves the hook.
God darn it! You did it, Green Man! Alright, a promise is a promise. Here, the hook is yours.
And there you go, we got the hook. And the guy's gone now, so we can finally go inside and break these presents that he has. Which, by the way, are the last two presents of Hoot Lake, because we have finally squashed all the fucking gifts in one level. Nice. Only 3 left to go. Now back over here, be in disguise, let the guy let you in here, and then sneak over and put the hook and stuff on the guy. But the game glitched, so...
You again? You're tireless. Maybe you're like the downfall.
That happens if you're running and you make noise, but I was in stealth mode the entire time, was holding down the triangle button when that happened, so... Okay, game. Anyway, press triangle here and this will happen.
Stop!
What the fuck just happened? I don't fucking know, but the mayor's dead now, I guess, because he got fucking catapulted out of his freaking home, his little room there, outside into the abyss. So, yeah, that happened. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this part, because next time we'll 100% the game. We're going back to all 3 of these levels, not only destroy all the rest of the gifts, but to also get the rest of the parts for the sleigh, and to finally go down and fight Santa once and for all. So, thanks for watching everybody, and I will see you all next time for the end of the Grinch.